Jeff's busy. This is about his, I think it's his fourth or fifth load of these rocks that he's putting down right now. Aloha.
Aloha.
He's got his headphones on.
Rock out, man.
He's throwing down the rocks. So you can see that our pasture out there behind Jeff, all the way out to the ocean, is finally looking like a grass pasture, because it used to look like our neighbors here, right? It used to look like that. Well, we had it all ripped out, as you remember, and it's now coming in. It's getting mowed, and the sheep will be way out at the far end. Probably by September, we'll put them out there. Yeah, it looks beautiful. It really does. So these are the rocks that Jeff has been collecting from a person's home property in Hilo, and they are from lava flow. Aloha! Looking good.
Pushing a rock. Pushing a rock. Rock out.
Okay, here we are in the front yard. I'm in the front yard. Sunny Boy is here. He's on my shoulder. And they are building a house on that lot closest to the jungle out there. So I guess the house will be about there. And then there's their lot. Their trucks and everything. So now, the rock that Jeff has been collecting, we actually already used it in our new bromeliad garden that Jeff created. So here's the beginning of it. We planted some canna lilies there, and then you have the palm trees, and then we have a shade cloth that we permanently hang over it because the bromeliads don't like a lot of sun. And then next to the bromeliad garden is the heliconia tropical flower cutting garden. So we have heliconias and other tropical flowers growing in those grow bags, and they get cut for arrangements. We haven't had any bloom yet. And then he's gradually clearing out all of the debris and stuff from the front that runs along the road. So we're actually that corner section there. Actually, we've planted a lot of jungle kind of plants. I'll show it up close. Back to the bromeliad garden. So these are canna lilies, and they are unique because they're just babies, but they get probably about 3 or 4 feet tall, and then they flower. But they're unique because their foliage, there's one type that the foliage is variegated. You can see the striping. And then the other type that the foliage has maroon splotches in it. So even when the plants aren't flowering, they look pretty. So here is the bromeliad garden. We have an arch here with an Indian clock vine that has beautiful flowers that will go over the arch, and the flowers will hang down like, they're very long flowers. They're like 6 inches, I think. And then we'll allow the vine to climb up the palm tree if it wants to. So it's just kind of do its own thing. Then, let's see. Okay, here's a closer look. Overview. We are planting, we are going to plant some flowering vine that will cover the fence in the background that you see. So over here we planted some bromeliads, very fun bromeliads. A little tiki. There's a lot more space to put plants in here, obviously. So this is just the start. And that's a little plant that will spill out. It gets white flowers on it, and it's got really pretty leaves, pink and white and green. And back in here is this plant is a baby, but it's of the rhododendron family, so it will grow big and have pretty flowers, and it'll sort of fill in the space there. It should look really good. And here's another archway with, this one has jade vine, which is also a vine that will go over and the trellis and up the palm trees, and it has a beautiful hanging like 6-inch long flower too. And then along here we have the tropical flower cut flower garden. So we can go in there once they're blooming and cut flowers and give away bouquets to friends or something. And there's ginger plants, heliconia plants, cursuma plants. Those are the ones blooming right now, the cursuma. And they're in the turmeric, like turmeric root. That's what their roots are. Or turmeric, I don't know, whatever you call it. So then we come to the corner, and that's what we call the jungle right now. As you can see, it was, well, before this, it was all just socked in with so much debris and stuff. So, and we took out a lot of palm trees, believe it or not, even though it seems like there's still a lot there. There are 4 big gardenia bushes in here. That's one, and then that one that's trimmed up like a tree is actually gardenia, spider, lily. We have tea plants. Over here we have this begonia that I've had for almost since we moved here, and it never bloomed until we moved it in here, and like a week after we moved it, it bloomed. So these plants really love the lighting, and the that's Sunny Boy making his backup truck noise. There's an orchid. Here's another orchid. So the soil in here is really composted nicely soil. I mean, it's a gorgeous soil full of nutrients. There's a bromeliad. There's another begonia. There are some more gardenia and anthurium. We have some bulbs I planted in here. Trumpet lily, tree lily. They get like 6 feet tall or something. That's what these 2 things are. And then back in between here, this rubber plant. We just took cuttings off the plant that we had in the yard and started it. And then that's a monstera back here that I took a cutting from that was in the front yard and stuck it in the ground. And then that's an anthurium. That's a tea plant. There's a lot of tea and they come in all kinds of great colors. It's a gardenia. And right here is a voodoo lily or a corpse plant. And they get this huge flower, and it stinks like rotting meat. But it's a unique looking plant. So anyway, that's interesting. It'll stink back here for a while. And then there's the rest. So eventually we'll clear out all the way down the front along the road. There's the road here. And like this, and plant all kinds of fun plants.